I'm going to be doing a review and kind of swatch fest of Clionadh Cosmetics eyeshadows today. I have got 67 of their stained glass collection eyeshadows, which is kind of their most popular formulation of eyeshadows. And I've also got the Koala Trio, which they gave the proceeds from purchases of that to help with the fires in Australia. And then I got the Harvest Moon collection and the Woodlands bundle, which are their standard kind of round pans. If you're not familiar with Clionadh Cosmetics, I will link their Instagram and also their website down below. I am in no affiliation with Clionadh Cosmetics. I purchased all of the products that I'm going to show you myself, which it was a little bit of a small fortune, but I feel I feel that it was absolutely worth every penny. They're an indie brand based out of Canada, and it's kind of a small team that hand presses and makes all of these products themselves. And they are also in really high demand. So they put a little notation when you order to allow up to 20 business days before your order ships. And then when they have an influx of a large amount of orders, then that time can also be extended. I feel like that's the only con with the brand is their shipping, because it does take a really long time to get orders here. Initially, I was really impatient and getting kind of annoyed, but after I got my first order of eyeshadows, I fell in love with them so much that now I don't mind that I have to wait, because I'm actually waiting on another order right now. I purchased the Vibrant Multichrome bundle on a pre-order because they have all of their stained glass collection on pre-order. So mine I think is supposed to ship in April along with some of the other stained glass collection shadows that I really wanted. Since I've gotten Clionadh Cosmetics eyeshadows, I have really been having a hard time using other eyeshadows, like new palettes that I haven't even cracked yet, because I can't stop using these. Like, I had to literally set them aside and start using some of the palettes that I had so that I could give you guys kind of a review when I do my haul videos on Saturday, because I typically don't like to haul something unless I have an opinion for you on them. And I was just having the hardest time putting these eyeshadows down because they are so beautiful. I'm going to try my best to do swatches so that you guys can see how unique they are. Their most unique formulas are the formulas in the stained glass collection. They're just very, very unique eyeshadows. I've got a large Adept Cosmetics palette right here that I have them in. I have them kind of organized by bundle so that when I swatch them, I can tell you which bundles they come in and what finish and stuff like that they are. Prior to putting them in here, I had them arranged kind of all together and stuff like that. This little Lone Ranger up here is a double that I got when I purchased a bundle, because I think they switched it up a little bit. So I do have one little double that's gonna hang out up there. But these are the 67 stained glass eyeshadows that I have. The biggest thing about these eyeshadows is they're what they call multi-chrome eyeshadows. So, you know, we have duochromes that shift into 2 different shades. These are multi-chrome. Depending on the light and depending on how you use and mix them with other shades, you get so many multi-dimensional effects. Like, just using the shades in this palette alone can yield so many different looks. Like, I feel like every time that I use these eyeshadows, I never get the same look twice. And intermingling and layering these shadows with each other, I mean, I just feel like the possibilities are really endless with these shadows. Depending on how you layer them, they can turn into 3, 4, 5 different colors, and also depending on your lighting, it's the neatest thing. I'm hoping like heck that they translate through the lens in the camera so you guys can see just how cool they are. And then I wanted to show you guys the more standard formula that they have. These ones right here are the Woodlands bundle, and then these ones over here are the Harvest Moon. So I split them kind of like this. So this is the Harvest Moon. These are the Woodlands bundle, and then this is the Koala Trio that they did to help raise money for the fires in Australia. There are a few mattes in here which I did use from my crease upwards on the look that I have on my eyes today. And when I got my first order that contained matte eyeshadows, I did have, I think, 5 damaged ones. And it felt like as soon as I put them in the magnetic palette, they seemed to crack a little bit. And I'm noticing even with the ones that came okay, like this one right here, you can see it's cracked. It was slightly frayed on the edges a little bit when I got it, but it wasn't like super damaged where I felt like it needed to be replaced. And I've noticed that as I've been kind of using these shadows and stuff, that shadow just keeps on cracking. So what I'm finding about those matte shadows is they're really, really delicate, because the ones that I got originally that were damaged were all matte eyeshadows. With that being said, I did notify Clionadh Cosmetics that they came like that, and I just sent them a picture, and they replaced them when they sent another order that I had placed. So they're really soft and kind of fragile shadows, but they are very pigmented and they build and blend really well. I really do like the matte formula. I just wish that they weren't so fragile because it's kind of stopping me from wanting to purchase more matte shades, but I do want more matte shades so that I can kind of round out using all Clionadh eyeshadows in different looks because I really like them. The shimmer shades, like the standard kind of metallic shades that they have in the round pans, I really like those as well. They're very beautiful. I actually purchased their bundle of all their duochromes that come in the round pans as well. I had to look it up. It's called the Witchcraft versus Alchemy duochrome bundle. So in that one there's 18 duochromes. So I haven't gotten that order yet, along with the vibrant multichrome that I cannot wait. I wanted that bundle so bad when they kind of did their restock launch, and I was trying so fast to add the products that I wanted in my cart, and by the time that I went to check out it was gone, and it was only like 4 minutes or something, and I was like, no, because I wanted those shades so bad. But I did pre-order them and they're supposed to ship in April, so I cannot wait. I'll bring them up in a haul. But I'm obsessed. I'm really obsessed with these shadows. It's making it really hard for me to want to use other eyeshadows that I have in my collection, and I have a lot of them. It's making it hard for me to want to use brand new eyeshadow palettes. That's how much I love these. I get pretty excited about new makeup and new makeup launches and stuff like that, but I haven't gotten this excited about an eyeshadow formula in a really long time. Again, with the multichrome, I don't have anything like that in my entire collection. I have a big collection, you guys know that. I don't have anything like these shadows in my entire collection, which I feel like that just speaks volumes. They're just so unique. And I also did a demo with the eyeshadows that is the look that's on my eyes, and that'll be towards the end of the video if you kind of want to see how these shadows performed for me. With that, let's go ahead and get into the swatches. So here are all of the stained glass collection that I have in this Adept Cosmetics palette. I just want to show you the different bundles, and then I'm probably going to pick up each pan to swatch them. Otherwise, I don't want to damage any of them. These are a little bit fragile as well, but they're not as fragile as the matte eyeshadows. So these first 8 up here are the jeweled multichromes. Those have got a black base to them. And the biggest thing with those is you don't want to overblend that formula because they will start to turn black. So the way that I use those is I pack them on and I try not to blend them very much to get the most out of the multi-dimensional effect that those give. The next 8 are the hybrid multichromes, and those are a newer formula that I got with one of my more recent purchases. I haven't used those that much because I just got them last week. And then this top row right here of 9 are the Iridescent Multichrome Bundle 2. So they're the newer ones, and then the ones that I had already were the Iridescent Multichrome 1, which are these next 8, but they're all the same type of a finish. And then probably my most used shadows are these guys right here, which are the glitter multichromes. Like all of these shadows. I'm obsessed. I love these so much. I cannot. They're so pretty. And then these 5 over here are the deep iridescent multichromes. They were kind of made to really pop on a deeper skin tone, but I think that they look pretty mixed in with the other shades on my lighter skin tone as well. And then these 3 over here are the glitter type iridescent multichromes. So they got a little bit more of a glitter aspect to them. And then this little quad that you see up here is the pastel multichrome bundle right here. So they're kind of like a pastel version of these ones right here. They have a gray base to them as opposed to a black base. When you order from their stained glass collection, they do come with a pamphlet on the best way to use these shadows. Certain ones I find have maximum impact with a finger, but they also are buildable with a brush, and some of them go on absolutely wonderful with a brush. I've used them both ways. You just have to, certain ones you just have to pack on a little bit more when you use a brush, and if you want super intense pigmentation, they go on just wicked with your finger. So I'm going to start off with the jeweled multichrome of 8. So this one right here is the shade Gothic. And when I swatch these, I'm applying very little pressure when I swatch these. So that one right there is the shade, what did I say, Gothic, right there. You can see, I'm hoping like heck that that they're shifting. See, it looks red there and kind of purple there. So that is the shade Gothic. This next one is the shade Spire, S-P-I-R-E. So there is Spire right there. This next one is Kiln, K-I-L-N. This one is called Patina, P-A-T-I-N-A. So there is Patina. It's really hard to get these to shift on camera, but that's Patina. This next one is the shade Forge, F-O-R-G-E. So that is Forge. This is the shade Anneal, A-N-N-E-A-L. It's just, these colors are just so, they're just stunning, these shadows. I just can't even, I can't get over it, for real. So that one is Anneal. This shade is called Trefoil, T-R-E-F-O-I-L. So that is Trefoil. And then the last jeweled multichrome that I have is the shade Sandblast right here. So that one is Sandblast. So those are all of the jeweled multichromes that I have. I've got 8. The next 8 I'm going to show are these guys right here. Those are the hybrid multichromes, which are newer to me. This first one is Tapestry, T-A-P-E-S-T-R-Y, Tapestry. I feel like I'm in a spelling bee. I'm going to grab a little bit more here, kind of build that one up a little bit. I don't think I picked up enough pigment, but there's Tapestry. This one is the shade Shard, S-H-A-R-D, Shard. Super pretty. I'm going to build that one up a little bit too. So there is Shard. This shade is called Embroidery. I think I'll only spell out kind of the harder to pronounce ones, but this one is Embroidery right there. This is the shade Chalice, C-H-A-L-I-C-E, Chalice. So there's Chalice. Then we've got Heiress, H-E-I-R-E-S-S, Heiress. Grab a little more. These ones are a little bit more see-through. There's Heiress right there. This is the shade Mosaic, M-O-S-A-I-C, Mosaic. This shade is called Roseline. So there is the shade Roseline. And this is the last of the hybrid multichromes. This is the shade Medieval, M-E-D-I-E-V-A-L. Medieval. This is one of my favorite ones from this range. So there is Medieval. So there are all the shades from the Hybrid Multichrome bundle right there. Next up, I'm going to swatch the Iridescent Multichromes. I'm going to start with the bundle 1, which are these guys right here, and then this one right here is the bundle 2. I think they're called bundles. And the thing with these guys is they have a white kind of translucent base, so when you look at them, it's a little bit difficult to tell the shift in each one until you kind of swatch it. So sometimes I go into one and I put it on and it's kind of a different color than what I thought it was going to be, but then it turns out to be a very interesting look with all these other shades. It's kind of fun. But I'm going to go ahead and start off with these guys. Now that I think of it, I think there's Series 1 and Series 2. So we're starting off with Series 1. So this is the shade Ambient right here. That is Ambient. This is the shade Umbra, U-M-B-R-A. So there is Umbra. This next one is Candela, C-A-N-D-E-L-A. So there is Candela. This is the shade Illumination. So there is Illumination. This shade is called Reflectance. R-E-F-L-E-C-T-A-N-C-E. Reflectance. I'll grab a little bit more of that guy. It's got a green shift to it. So there's Reflectance. This is the shade Glare. That's the shade Glare. This is the shade Luminaire. L-U-M-I-N-A-I-R-E, Luminaire. Because I'm in a spelling bee. That's got a pink shift to it. And then the last from the Iridescent Multichrome Series 1 is the shade Flicker. So there's the shade Flicker. So those are all of the shades. I'm trying to get you guys to see the glow shift kind of from them. Those are all the shades from the Iridescent Multichrome Series 1 right there. These next ones are from the Series 2 Iridescent Multichrome. So this first one is called Aura, A-U-R-A. This one is so shiny. So that is the shade Aura right there. It shifts kind of pink and yellow in some lights, but just stunning. This one is super sparkly too. This is the shade Lux, Lux, L-U-X. This is the shade, was I wearing this one in my haul video from Saturday? I might have been. So that is the shade Lux, L-U-X. This one is called Spectrum. So that is the shade Spectrum. This shade is called Fluoresque, F-L-U-O-R-E-S-C-E. I think it's Fluoresque. So there is Fluoresque. This next one is called Phosphorescent. So there is Phosphorescent right there. This is the shade UV. So there's UV. This shade is called Chromatic. So there's the shade Chromatic. This is Halo, H-A-L-O, Halo. It's almost got like a peach shift to it, this one. It's very interesting. And then the last one is the shade Ray, R-A-Y. So there is the shade Ray right there. Aren't those pretty? These first two though are quite wicked. These ones have a little bit more of a glittery kind of texture than some of these ones do, but those are the iridescent, oh my gosh, those are the iridescent multi-chrome series 2 shadows right there. I'm trying to shift them for you guys here. These next 4 are the pastel multi-chromes. So this one is Cathedral. And these are the ones that have a gray base to them. So that one is Cathedral. This is the shade Keystone. This shade is called Tower. And then the last pastel multi-chrome is the shade Tourette, T-U-R-R-E-T, Tourette. So those are the 4 pastel multi-chromes right there. These next 3 are the iridescent multi-chrome glitter types. I've got the rest of the glitter types coming in my next order because I just love these. These are so stunning. So this one is the shade Glimmer. Right here. So that one is Glimmer. It's got a, I'll try to blend it out a little bit here. It's got a blue kind of a shift to it there. This is the shade Glisten. These ones here go on super impactful with your finger. So that one's kind of got more of a purple in it. So that's the shade Glisten. And then I used this one on the inner portion of my eye today. This is the shade Glow. So that is the shade Glow right there. I just think it's so beautiful. So those are the iridescent multi-chrome glitter types that I have. These next 5 are the deep iridescent multi-chrome. So this is Burnt Sienna. It's so reflective. That's Burnt Sienna. This is the shade Vermilion, V-E-R-M-I-L-I-O-N, Vermilion. So that is the shade Vermilion. This is the shade Ochre, O-C-H-R-E. So there's Ochre. This one is called Azure, A-Z-U-R-E. So that's Azure. And then the last one in the deep iridescent multi-chrome is the shade Verte, V-E-R-T-E. So those are the 5 deep iridescent multichromes. These next 22 are from the Glitter Multichrome Bundle, which these are some of my absolutely most used shades. I love them. This is the shade CL, C-I-E-L. I mean, can we just? Some of the shifts in these are just wild, man. So this is the shade Chandelier. And then on top of it, when you layer some of these, like with those other ones and these ones together, I mean, they're just something otherworldly, I feel like. But that's the shade Chandelier. This is the shade Torch, T-O-R-C-H. So there's Torch. This is the shade Spotlight. It's got like a pink purple. Just, I gotta stop saying, oh my, because they're just, all of these are just so pretty. I really hope these are translating through the lens somehow, but that's the shade Spotlight. This is another shade I'm extra obsessed with. This is the shade Abrasion. I love like mixing like these two shades together with one of those glitter iridescents. Oh gosh. So there's the shade Abrasion. This is the shade Ripple, R-I-P-P-L-E, Ripple. I've used this shade an absolute boatload. This is the shade Carving. It's another one of those that depending on what other shades you mix it with, it's kind of like a chameleon type of shade. Wow, a lot of these are chameleons to be honest with you, but I love this color. Oh, that's the shade Carving. This shade is called Engrave. This is the shade Stencil. This is the shade Foiling, F-O-I-L-I-N-G, Foiling. There is Foiling. This is the shade Sunbeam. I use this a ton too. It's got like a pink, white, green, yellow shift. This is the shade Sunbeam. This is the shade Kaleidoscope, and it looks like a baby pink, but this has got like a, just an iridescent, like greeny, pinky shift in it. Get a little more here. I love that. I love all of these. Let's just be real. So that is the shade Kaleidoscope. This next one is called Enamel, and I feel like this just glows from space, man. That's Enamel. This is the shade Corrosion. Oh my gosh, Waffle, I see you back there. Don't you dare. That's the shade Corrosion. I'm going to have to wipe these off to fit the next 8, but those are all from the Glitter Multichrome right there. Oh my gosh, Waffle. I'll remove the curtain. He's trying to get in the curtain. So again, these are from the Glitter Multichrome bundle. Continuing on with the Glitter Multichromes, this is the shade Translucency. This one is Glazier's Mark, Glaziersmark. I use this one a ton too. I'm going to build this up just a bit. So that's Glazier's Mark. This one's also to die for. They're all to die for, but this one is really, really to die for. This is Grisaille, Grisaille. Grisaille. Oh my gosh. That is Grisaille, or Grisaille. This is the shade Ornamental. So there is Ornamental. This is the shade Emboss. So there is Emboss. This is the shade Glazed. This is one I used today as well. There is Glazed. This is the shade Tracery, Tracery, Tracery. And then the very last of the glitter multichromes is the shade Blaze. So there is Blaze. There is the rest of the 8 glitter multichromes right there. I love them. Then here is the Koala Trio. This is Eucalyptus, Gumtree, and Koala. The Koala shade is a matte. Swatch these guys. Don't want to drop that. So here is the Koala Trio. Now we're going to get into the Woodlands bundle. So I'm going to start out with, this is Mist, Hunter, Pixie Ring, and Wildberry. There are the first 4 from the Woodlands bundle. These next 4 are Dahlia, Nectar, Wildfire, and Beehive. We've got Fawn, Honeycomb, Sprite, and Bramble. I feel like these mattes are like some very, very unique matte shades here. I just feel like they're really unique. And then the last 2 are Poison Ivy and Forest Heart from the Woodlands bundle. Their mattes really are pretty. So there are the swatches for the Woodlands bundle. Like, how pretty is this color scheme though, right? It's just, I just really love the color scheme here. I love the color scheme of the other bundle too. And then lastly, this is the Harvest Moon bundle right here. These 11 shades right here are the Harvest Moon bundle. So we've got Chamomile, Maize, and Parchment. And then this one down here is Toasty. Again, some really unique matte shades in here. I used this shade Toasty in my look today too. Then we've got Rune, Carrot, Gourd, and Honeycrisp. How pretty are those though? Whoops. I didn't clean my finger off there good enough on that one. Oops. And then the last three are Poinsettia. And I love this color. This one is Toadstool. And then the matte is Raspberry Fudge. Toadstool is kind of like a duochrome shade. So there are the swatches of the Harvest Moon bundle right there. And I really do like their mattes. I just wish they weren't so delicate to kind of handle and stuff. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Now, if you're interested in seeing the look that's on my eyes and how some of these shadows perform for me, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. I'm going to prime my lids from the lash line to underneath the brow with the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue in 01. And I'm going to use that on this is a Sephora Hakuhodo synthetic brush. I'm just going to pat it in the whole area. Then using a Wayne Goss number 18 brush, this is the old one, I'm going to use the shade Glow, which is one of the iridescent glitter multichromes. And I'm going to put that on the first part of the lid. This brush is going to kind of show you how they go on with a brush. They build with a brush, but if you want super intensity, then I'll go in with my finger and the Glow shade and pick some up on my finger and then go like this. And you'll see just how intense they get using a finger. Then using that same Wayne Goss brush, I'm going to go into the shade Tracery, which is one of the glitter multichromes. Right here. And generally the glitter multichromes for me go on pretty good with a brush, and I'm just going to overlap that right in the center of that other shade that we put on. It's one of the things that I just love about these shadows is mixing them just comes up with some of the prettiest eyeshadow looks. I'm going to bring it quite high above the crease too. Same brush, I'm going to go into the shade Abrasion, which is this one right here. It's one of the glitter multichromes as well. I'm going to put this out here. This is one of my absolute favorite shades. The way that I'm using it today isn't going to kind of do it justice. If I would have packed it on the center of the lid, you could see it a little bit better, but I love this color. It's so multi-dimensional. Then using a Chikuhodo Jisa 9 brush, I'm going to go into this matte brown shade called Toasty. It's from one of their bundles. I'm going to put this guy out here and bring it inwards. Just fill in that kind of space. Then using a Sonia G mini booster brush, I'm going to go into this shade up here called Parchment, which is also one of their matte shades. It's kind of a green, slightly mustarded green color. Then using a G29 from Isom, I'm going to go into this shade here called Fawn, which is also a matte shade, and I'm going to use that one underneath the brow. Then using a Sonia G Crease 2 brush, I'm going to go into this kind of a pastel-y green shade. It's also a matte. And I'm going to kind of run it through here. Go back in with my little mini booster brush here. I'm not going to pick up any more product, but I'm just going to kind of get this to blend out here. I've got very little fallout here. I'm just going to brush that off. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my eye makeup, and I'll be right back to put on some lips for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with Charlotte Tilbury's Iconic Nude Lip Liner. I'm going to line them and fade it inwards a bit. I'm going full fairy status today, so I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Starlit Hyper Glitz lipstick. And I'm going to fill my lips in with this guy, and I'm going to go over the lip liner with it as well. It's similar to kind of Dior's Stargirl that I'd used a couple videos ago. And there is the overall finished look and demo using Clionadh Cosmetics eyeshadows. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.